Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming. Whenever we have a piece of legislation that's coming forward that's pretty significant, we want to give the public, through the media, the opportunity to get some good early information. And my role today is just to introduce a couple of folks that have been working on this for a long time with our staff also. So I'm just going to turn it over to Councilman Ron Medin, who will give us a summary of a bill that's being introduced Monday night relating to trash. Ron, go ahead.
Thank you, Mayor. Before I say anything else, I want to thank the staff who has the unenviable task of trying to take council aspirations and turn them into something workable. Melva and Steve and Bill and Pat, Charlie's there somewhere. Bill, I mentioned, and Chief Schrader have all done a very good job on this, and we appreciate it. The proposed waste hauling contract with Allied Waste makes single-stream curbside recycling its centerpiece. Some of the essential facts about the new contract is that it would be for 5 years. It would contemplate once-a-week service for both trash and recyclable materials. The contract provides for a universal service. Every household will have a bin for trash and a separate bin for recyclables. Both would be collected on the same day each week. Initially, the existing blue bins that we're all familiar with would be used for the trash collection, but they would be phased out over the life of the contract. The recycling bins would be 65 gallons from the outset. All recyclables could be placed in one bin in the single stream recycling. The consumers don't have to separate paper from plastic. That's done later in the process. Some older residents who might be used to trash bags and find some difficulty handling the bins will have some opportunities to find alternatives. One of the things that the city is pursuing right now is a possibility of getting a grant and providing smaller carts for citizens that are unable to handle the larger bins. Another possibility in the contract itself, if there are residents who for one reason or another are unable to get their bins to the curbside, the trash hauling personnel in extraordinary circumstances will retrieve their bins directly from the house. Commercial rates under this new contract and commercial services under this new contract will stay exactly as they are now. They're not going up. They'll be exactly what they are or would be under the existing contract. There will be an opportunity, however, for commercial users to take advantage of recycling services for an added fee. Residential customers are going to be paying $15.08 each month for trash and recycling services. That's 51 cents less than we would be paying under the existing contract next fall. It's also $1.50 less than the average rate that residential customers are paying in other communities. And mixing the old with the new, we are retaining the spring cleanup that we've had traditionally in Jefferson City. There will also be a new Christmas tree pickup each year under this contract. There are a lot of other details that will be coming out over the next few days, but the theme of this ordinance is actually comes from the work of two separate initiatives over the past several years. One was led by Councilman Cindy Layton, her ad hoc committee on neighborhood improvement, which uncovered the fact that there were approximately 1,400 households in Jefferson City where we didn't know what they were doing with their trash. Universal service, as called for by this contract, addresses the existing problem of people dumping their trash in the backyards or in the streets or in commercial dumpsters. Where there is illegal trash, there are also health problems, rats, roaches, vermin. This contract would not only make our city cleaner, it would make it healthier. The second initiative was led by the Environmental Quality Commission and its chairman, Jim Crabtree, who's going to be speaking in just a couple of minutes. Its work was grounded on the premise that it makes no sense for our community to be filling up our landfill with stuff that other people are willing to buy to reuse. Recycling keeps our costs down in the long run, We offset the costs of solid waste disposal whenever we sell our garbage instead of burying it in our landfill. And the longer we can prolong the life of that landfill, the longer it will be before we have to go out and find and purchase additional land. But most importantly for the residential customers, the proposed contract gives the vast majority of residential customers in Jefferson City additional and more convenient services for less money than they'd be paying under the existing contract. Before I ask Jim Crabtree to come up, I do want to recognize the co-sponsors of this legislation, Cindy Layton, who I have already mentioned, Carrie Carroll, and Jim Penfold, each of whom bring a wealth of experience and commitment to this issue, and I'm pleased to have them co-sponsoring this. Jim, come on up.